Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome to another episode of Feed the Beast. I raised the roof on the blaze rod thing and it is generating quite a few more blaze rods. Does that make sense? It's generating many more than it did before. So I thought, what are we going to do with all of them? Well, let's put them in generators and run a mass fabricator. So I did this in an episode, and then I look at it and I go, this kind of sucks. I don't like it. I think we could do it better. So here's the basic gist of things. I came over to the sorting machine. I told it to send all the blaze rods to pink and all the cobblestone to white. So they all come down this pipe. They go into the generators. And then if the generators are all full, rather than bouncing back to the sorting machine, they run up into the relay. All the cobblestone goes down the white line and ends up in the relay, which goes to the recycler. So I made another recycler. I made some more generators. I would say a few more, but it's way more than a few. So basically, I think what I want to do is move all of these down a row, and then run the cable through the floor, because I could not pull the scrap out of the bottom of the recycler. It'll only come out one of the sides, and I don't really like the configuration. I'm only generating 100 EU per tick, and the MFE on the mass fabricator only puts out 128, which is more than we're generating. So I wanted to have a little surplus of energy, just because I wanted this thing to kind of fill up a little bit, because this thing will take as much as you give it, from what I understand. I think you can hook it up to HV and then it'll blow at EV. I'm not really sure about that. I've never had EV, so it was never an issue. So I figure what we can do is move all of these down a row, add a few more to the row, at least 5, since this will take 128 and these don't take very much at all. The MFE will slowly fill up, and then we can have a little surplus, which, it really doesn't matter. These get, the recyclers will get their energy, and that's really not an issue. I just would like to have a little bit of excess. So let me make sure I'm lossless right now. I'm going to pop all these off. And the fuel has to go into the bottom of the generators. It cannot go in the top. I don't think it could go in the side either. I didn't try it, but... So basically what I had to do was I had to put a glass cover right here to keep this stuff from feeding into the side of that first generator. I guess I'm going to have to tear up. Well, I'm gonna have to tear it all up anyway, so it's no big deal. But we're not going to be coming in here, but I wanted to make it a little cleaner. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Let's turn that off for a minute. I think these still have blaze rods. So our MFE, I broke the cable. That's how much more power lossless mode uses. So let's throw our backpack in here. We'll let it charge up while I dig this out a little bit. A couple of things. I've been releasing videos daily this season, and I don't typically do that, but I've been getting a lot of good feedback and a lot of new subscribers and everything. So I figured, I was having fun with it, so I just, kind of kept going. And I just actually started training again. I'm a runner, and I have a half marathon coming up in a few months. And my runs are getting kind of longer, so they're gonna start taking up a little more time than they have up to this point. So figuring I could do probably, I don't know, 4 videos a week or something like that. Maybe like every other day, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then one on Saturday or Sunday, maybe both, depending how much time I have. But I'm basically recording this a day ahead. So today's Tuesday. I'm going to upload episode 17 after I get done recording this, and then I'll upload this one tomorrow. But I'd like to catch up so that I can read your feedback before I record the next episode. So I'm not going to record one tomorrow. So I'll post this one Wednesday, and then I'll record another one Thursday after work. So if there's anything you guys want to see, leave it on this video or the next video. Leave me a comment, and we'll do what we need to do. I was commenting with somebody about who's talking about running the quarry at more than 100 MJ with multiple redstone energy cells, which I didn't have time to make before this episode, so I can definitely do that if you guys want to see that. That's not a problem. And I do want to do that just to see. But let me know, because the only thing I really have, lined up is there's a volcano, which I didn't show you in the last episode. I guess we can go ahead and hop over there real quick, since I have a link book there. Damn it, I always do that. I need to get out of that habit, because one of these days I'm going to drop that thing in lava, and it's going to be a bad situation. So there's the volcano. And I wanted some basalt cobblestone, so I ran a turtle over here. But I thought this would be about, a perfect place to put the skeleton grinder. And we could just come over here whenever we want to get XP, since those things pile up so fast. And then, teleport home. So I'll probably do that in between episodes, but that's really the only thing that I have in mind. So I need your input. So let me know what you think. Let me put these back in here because I'm running out of room. Where'd my wrench go? Here we go. So I'm going to leave the mass fab where it is. You have to put stuff into the bottom of the mass fabricator, and it goes into the top of the recyclers just like everything else. So let's see, let's throw some tube back down. It's really funny, the other Aaron and I, we actually talk quite a bit on Skype or whatever, and we've had the conversation more than once about how we do a lot of the same things right around the same time frame. And I've been meaning to get around to this because of all the cobblestone we have. And he just did his mass fabricator recycler episode the other day, so I thought that was kind of funny. Now I'm doing it. So let's just line our generators up right here. Really doesn't matter which way they face, because we're not going to see them anyway. They're not going to blow up, so that's not an issue. And I can probably just go ahead and just make them follow the line right here. How many is that? That's 12. 13. Okay. Now, I'm going to need one more cover, because we have to block off the side so nothing tries to go in that way. So let me go grab another cover real quick. And there may or may not be a girl in the mix pretty soon, so I don't know how much time she's going to take up. And I don't mean that to sound bad, it's just, I don't know how often we're going to be spending time together or whatever, so I figure I'll just record when I can and upload when I can, but it's probably not going to be daily anymore, and nobody will probably really have a problem with that, since daily is probably excessive anyway. So first thing we need to do is let's go ahead and throw all these blaze rods in the ender pouch. Didn't want to do the sticks, but that's not a big deal. I love this thing. I throw everything in it, and then it gets sorted automatically wherever it needs to go. It's a beautiful thing. So this will be good for now. I just wanted to kind of get these things out of the way. Then we'll run this cable over here, and I figure we'll actually we'll go ahead and put one of the recyclers on this one, and then we'll put the other one on that one. We'll just put them next to each other. And then we can run this cable. I'm going to take it down since I've got a few of them and run it into the bottom of the MFE. Since it doesn't really lose power, not an issue. Whoa. So we are gaining. And this mass fabricator, it will run. It's not getting a ton of energy, so it's going to be slow, but when you put scrap in it, it just accelerates the process. So it works a lot better if you have a quarry running all the time, which I don't, but I probably will fairly soon. So let's pop that like that. Hopefully that does what I think it's going to do. I don't know, I may reroute that a little bit. These generators will fill up in order, since red power takes the closest valid destination. It fills up one, and apparently it filled up some before we got that cover on there. It fills up one, and then the next one, if I can click on it, and then it goes down the line until they're all full, and then the excess will come around, and it should go in here. Since that one's white, the blaze rods won't go back that way. They will go into the recyclers. So if I can get up here, we're going to need redstone engines and wooden transport pipes. Just pop those like that. Damn it. I hate that. I wonder if I can change that with my hammer. Let's see. Oh, good, it still works. And I probably should have brought an iron pipe. But that's okay. I'll just go get one. Actually, I don't even need that one. That was close. Oh, I can't put one under there. Oh man. Alright, I'll have to run that one. Let me go grab another pick. I probably already have one made. I do. And we can grab an iron pipe while we're at it. And it's amazing, my chests aren't blinking back and forth. Normally they do that. It's random. It doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes it does it when I'm not recording. Sometimes it does, but then when I am recording, usually they're always blinking back and forth. So let's run this over one. And this isn't going to be the most beautiful thing ever, because we're really not going to need to come back here at all, because this is going to be an automatic thing. It doesn't look like we're generating a surplus yet. Gonna need a few more blaze rods for that. The generators make 10 each if I didn't say, and I think that is 13. So that is only 2 more EU than this thing outputs. So if I put the rest of them on the line, it'll be a little better, but so let's turn that one. And then what we can do is we'll put some more blaze rods in here to fill up all the generators. I haven't calculated how much EU it takes to run all this stuff and how long each blaze rod is going to last, so I really don't have any numbers on that. So we'll have to kind of play it by ear and see how much energy. Well, I know how much energy it's going to make, but I'm not sure how many blaze rods are going to be excess, if any. So let's do this. We'll just grab a few stacks of that and we'll just throw them all in here. Grab a bunch of cobblestone as well and throw that in here. I guess I could do gravel too. Doesn't really matter. You can put anything in the recycler. Looks like I got some gravel. No problem. Here we go. And I don't think I set up gravel as a rule. So let me set up the gravel rule, because I really don't want that stuff either. And we'll just throw everything in the pouch and we should see it all get sucked out, go through the pipe. They should all be tagged white, so they should come this way. And then they'll take this junction and they'll end up in either or. If I have a ton of it coming in, they might fill up. We'll see how it goes. See, there we go. And there goes that one. So those are going to make the scrap, which comes into the mass fab, which is off right now. And the way this thing works, it runs all the time. If it's on, of course. I guess it was on. Now it's off. It runs all the time, and when scrap hits here, it's going to amplify and just make it work a little more quickly. So you really don't have to put scrap in it, but I mean, if you have stuff to burn, it's not a bad idea. I'll go ahead and show you the recipe. The recycler, it's easy. It's a compressor and a couple other things. It's a tier 1 machine. It only runs on LV unless you put upgrades in it or a low voltage, well, obviously a low voltage transformer. The mass fab is a little more in depth. You have to make advanced circuits and advanced machine blocks, as well as a Lapotron crystal, which is just an energy crystal, 2 circuits, and lapis. And then the machine block, you have to make this carbon plate and this advanced alloy, which you have to take a mixed metal ingot, which is 3 refined iron, 3 bronze, and 3 tin, like this. You put them in your crafting table. If you're on Greg Tech, I think you have to put them on a rolling machine. You get your mixed metal ingot, and then you put that in the compressor, and then you get your advanced alloy, which is part of that recipe for the advanced machine block. And then the carbon plate, you have to take 4 coal dust and turn it into the carbon fiber, and then it turns into the carbon mesh, and then you put that in the compressor, and then you get your carbon plate. So it takes a few steps to make this one. Advanced circuits are easy. So this one will take what, like 512, I guess, something like that. We just saw a UU matter shoot down the line there, and I probably already have a couple in the chest. You can make things with this. We should have 5 now. It's shaped crafting, so they're not shapeless recipes, but you can make like stone brick and like all kinds of stuff. Iridium is what I want to use it for, but you can make a ton of stuff with it. And if you look up UU matter in here, it doesn't give you any, I don't think it gives you the recipes. It only shows you how to make it, and apparently you can use forcisium as an amplifier, and I happen to have a ton of this stuff. Let's put a stack of that in there and see what happens. Yeah, look at that baby go. Just sucking it down too. and it looks like it doesn't use it as quickly as it progresses. But I'm going to hold on to this in case we do the force field stuff in the future. But if I remember, I'll put a link to the crafting recipes for this, so you know, if anybody's curious about, I think you can make just about anything with it. Anything in mostly vanilla stuff. I don't think you can make like an ender pearl or stuff, but you can make a lot of blocks and a lot of ores and stuff like that. So that is much nicer looking than it was before, if you don't count the dirt. That was a good catch, huh? If you don't count the dirt and the sunlight, I'll probably make a couple of covers, the grass covers to put up there, just to make it look pretty, or I'll terraform, either way. And I'll probably make all of this smooth stone at some point. Maybe even move this pipe over a couple so that it goes straight down into this, and then bring this one over as well, so they're a little more uniform. I think I have some of that just chilling down there. I don't want that to go to waste, so I'm going to pick it up. But anyway, that's all I have for this episode. Oh, also, the filter, I hooked it up to the same timer, if I didn't mention that. It's hard to tell when you do a re-record what you've said this episode and what you said the last episode. It's set to brown, so everything that comes through there, through all this rat's nest of pipes, it's going to end up going down this one. So hopefully we can make a UU matter barrel at some point. We might as well, because I plan on making a lot of it. So that's going to do it for this episode. Like I said, if you guys want to see anything, leave me a comment. If you have any questions, suggestions, as always, leave them down below. Feel free. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.